an ancient computer found underwater, a 100-million-year-old screw, and a human footprint inside dinosaur rock. These aren't clickbait. They're real, unexplained, and totally insane. From ancient anomalies that rewrite history to artifacts that seem straight out of a sci-fi movie, these are the top 10 craziest ancient mysteries unveiled. Number 1 might just destroy everything you thought you knew about the past. Starting off at number 10, have you ever heard of the Baigong Pipes? Because what's buried deep in a remote Chinese mountain has scientists scratching their heads. Near the summit of Mount Baigong in China's Qinghai province, there's a strange cave, and inside it, ancient pipes. Yes, pipes, metallic tubes embedded in rock, some even stretching into a nearby saltwater lake. And here's the kicker, some are up to 50 centimeters wide. When scientists analyzed the material, they found iron, silicon dioxide, and calcium oxide, some of which had aged into a fossil-like state. But wait, it gets even weirder. Tests dated some of the material to over 150,000 years old, long before humans were supposed to be doing any kind of advanced metalworking. So who built them? Some say ancient humans, others aliens. No, seriously, this area is famous for UFO sightings. Still, skeptics say it's just a natural formation called fossilized tree roots with iron. But come on, perfectly hollow tubes arranged like a plumbing system. That's one strange coincidence. Could it be an ancient civilization lost to time, or something not of this earth? What do you think the Baigong Pipes really are? Coming up next at number 9, in the rocky bed of the Paluxy River in Texas, something impossible was found. Right alongside dinosaur tracks, yes, real dinosaur tracks, were what looked like human footprints. Imagine walking along a river and spotting giant three-toed prints, then suddenly, bam, a human-like footprint right next to them. Not a shoe, a bare foot with toes. This discovery set off a firestorm. Some called it proof humans and dinosaurs coexisted. Others said it could rewrite everything we know about evolution and history. Scientists scrambled to investigate. Some tracks, hoaxes. Others, misidentified dinosaur prints. But a mysterious few, still defy easy explanation. Were ancient people somehow walking with dinosaurs? Time travelers? A glitch in Earth's history? Or just nature playing tricks on us? The Paluxy River tracks remain one of the strangest ancient mysteries ever uncovered. Real or illusion, they remind us how much we still don't know about our past. Next up at number 8, what if I told you someone might have built a battery over 2,000 years ago, long before electricity was even discovered? Welcome to the mystery of the Baghdad Battery. In 1938, archaeologists digging near Baghdad uncovered a small clay jar. Inside, a copper cylinder, an iron rod, and traces of acid. It looked suspiciously like a primitive battery. Wait, what? Scientists recreated it, added grape juice or vinegar, and guess what? It actually generated a small electric charge. Not enough to power a phone, but definitely enough to raise eyebrows. So what was it for? Some say it was used for electroplating, coating objects in thin metal. Others think it was part of a ritual, or maybe just ancient science gone rogue. Or was it a complete accident? Here's the crazy part. There's no record of anyone in ancient Mesopotamia knowing how to use electricity. No lamps, no wires, just this odd little jar that acts like a battery. So who made it and why? Is it proof ancient civilizations were way more advanced than we thought, or just one weird ancient science project? The Baghdad Battery remains one of the strangest mysteries in history, and honestly, we might never know the truth. Up next at number 7, what if I told you someone may have found a metal screw inside a 100-million-year-old rock? Yeah, not a tool next to a fossil, inside it. This is the 100-million-year-old screw mystery, and it's one of the strangest archaeological finds ever. In the 1990s, a group of researchers in Kaluga, Russia, claimed they discovered a rock with a perfectly formed metal screw embedded inside. X-rays reportedly showed threads running all the way through, just like a modern screw. But here's the crazy part. The fossilized rock was said to be over 100 million years old. So what gives? Were ancient humans building machines during the time of dinosaurs? Or could this be evidence of a forgotten advanced civilization, or even something else? Scientists who investigated it said the screw might actually be a crinoid fossil, a marine creature with a spiral shell. It just looks mechanical, and since the specimen's origin and age couldn't be verified, the mainstream dismissed it. Still, believers say it's part of a pattern, mysterious objects that don't fit history's timeline. The screw became a legend in alternative archaeology, sparking debates about ancient tech, aliens, or time travelers. So is it just a fossil that fooled the eye, or something we're not ready to explain yet? Either way, the 100-million-year-old screw reminds us, sometimes history holds secrets far stranger than fiction. Next up at number 6, imagine walking through the Costa Rican jungle and stumbling across a perfectly round stone sphere, just sitting there. No carvings, no clues, and no one knows why it's there. These are the giant stone spheres of Costa Rica, hundreds of massive, nearly perfect orbs made of solid stone. Some are the size of a basketball, others weigh over 15 tons. They were first uncovered in the 1930s by workers clearing land for a banana plantation. But the strangest part, they weren't just scattered randomly. Many were found in precise alignments, pointing to magnetic north or forming geometric patterns. And here's the kicker. They were made by a civilization with no metal tools, centuries before Europeans arrived. Who made them? The ancient Dicas people. But how they shaped these spheres so perfectly and what they were used for remains a total mystery. Were they religious symbols, status markers, or part of some kind of cosmic map? No one knows. And when early settlers tried to find treasure inside, they blew some up with dynamite. Spoiler alert, they found nothing. To this day, scientists can't explain how these ancient people crafted such perfection with such primitive tools. The Costa Rican stone spheres remain one of the craziest ancient mysteries ever unearthed. Halfway there, at number 5, what if I told you there might be an ancient city buried beneath miles of Antarctic ice? Yeah, beneath the coldest place on Earth might be one of the oldest civilizations ever discovered. Crazy, right? Welcome to one of the wildest ancient mysteries ever whispered about, the hidden city beneath Antarctica. It's real, it's chilling, and some say it could rewrite history. In 2016, satellite images picked up strange, geometric shapes beneath Antarctica's thick ice sheet. Perfectly symmetrical ridges, sharp angles, not natural. They looked like ruins. Some even claimed they resembled pyramids. Suddenly, scientists, conspiracy theorists, and history lovers all wanted to know the same thing. What's down there? Then things got even weirder. A 500-year-old map, yes, from the 1500s, called the Piri Reis map, showed Antarctica without ice. How could that be? The continent's been frozen for millions of years, right? Unless someone saw it before the ice. Some believe this city might be what's left of Atlantis, the mythical lost civilization. After a massive cataclysm, they say it slid south and got locked under ice. Too wild? Maybe. But researchers have found microbial fossils and odd magnetic anomalies deep below the surface. And here's where it gets spooky. In 2001, the US military suddenly restricted travel to certain areas of Antarctica. Why? Officially, environmental protection. Unofficially, some think they found something that could change everything we know about human history. So what's really buried under Antarctica? A forgotten civilization? Lost technology? Or just snow and conspiracy theories? Until someone drills deep enough, the truth remains frozen in time. Next up at number 4, did an ancient nuclear explosion really happen thousands of years ago? No, this isn't a sci-fi movie. This is Mohenjo-daro, an actual 4,000-year-old city with a mystery that still stuns scientists today. Deep in present-day Pakistan lies the ruins of one of the world's earliest cities, Mohenjo-daro. Built around 2500 BCE, it had advanced plumbing, city planning, even multi-story homes. But what puzzles archaeologists is how it suddenly vanished and how the people there may have died. Back in the 20th century, researchers discovered something strange. Some skeletons were lying flat, as if death struck instantly. Radiation levels in certain spots were allegedly abnormally high, and parts of the stone structures appeared melted, almost like they'd been exposed to intense heat. Naturally, wild theories exploded. Was this the site of an ancient nuclear war? Did some lost civilization or aliens possess technology we don't understand? Even ancient Hindu texts like the Mahabharata describe battles with brilliant beams of light and explosions brighter than 1,000 suns. But scientists say, slow down. The radiation? Likely natural. The melted stone? Possibly just the result of centuries of weathering or ancient kilns. And those skeletons? They might have died in a flood, not a blast. Still, no clear answers. Why did Mohenjo-daro fall so suddenly? Why haven't we found weapons or signs of war? And how did such a sophisticated city vanish without a trace of conflict? Was it a natural disaster or something lost to time? Whatever the truth is, Mohenjo-daro remains one of the craziest ancient mysteries ever unearthed, and we're still trying to crack it. What do you think really happened? Next up at number 3, what if the oldest civilization on Earth mapped a mysterious planet thousands of years before modern astronomy even began? Let's talk about the Sumerian star map of Nibiru, one of the craziest ancient mysteries ever uncovered. The Sumerians, who lived over 6,000 years ago in Mesopotamia, were masters of astronomy. But here's the kicker. They left behind clay tablets showing a star map with 12 celestial bodies. Wait, 12? Today, we know 8 planets, plus the sun and moon. But the Sumerians counted one more, a mysterious world called Nibiru. Also known as Planet X, Nibiru was described as a massive celestial body that passed through our solar system in a long, looping orbit. Some ancient texts even suggest it brought disasters when it came too close. Wild, right? Now here's where it gets weirder. The Sumerians claimed this planet was home to a race of godlike beings called the Anunnaki. They supposedly came to Earth, altered humanity, and jump-started civilization. Skeptics say it's all myth, but others point to the accuracy of the Sumerians' astronomy. How did they know about planets like Uranus and Neptune that we didn't discover until modern telescopes? Is the star map a symbolic myth or ancient proof of forgotten cosmic knowledge? One thing's for sure, the Sumerians knew something, and the mystery of Nibiru keeps us all looking to the stars. What do you think? Was Nibiru real or just an ancient legend written in the stars? Coming up next at number 2, what if I I told you the Great Pyramid of Giza hides math so precise it seems like it came from outer space? No, seriously, get ready for one of the craziest ancient mysteries ever uncovered. Built over 4,500 years ago, this thing weighs 6 million tons and is made up of over 2 million limestone blocks. But here's where it gets wild. Divide the pyramid's perimeter by its height, and you get 2 pi. That's right, the number pi. How did ancient Egyptians know about pi? 1,000 years before it was officially discovered. And guess what? This massive stone structure is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions: north, south, east, west. The precision? Off by just 3/60ths of a degree. With what tools? They didn't have compasses, GPS, or drones, just ropes and eyeballs. Here's where things get even stranger. The pyramid's coordinates? 29.9792 again. The speed of light? 299,792,458 meters per second. Coincidence? Or did the builders know something we didn't? The pyramid's base? 230.4 meters. Multiply that by 43,200, you get the polar circumference of Earth. Same with its height times 43,200. It gives the planet's radius. It's like the pyramid is a giant stone calculator. But who programmed it? Was it divine knowledge, aliens, lost technology, or were the ancient Egyptians just way more advanced than we ever gave them credit for? Whatever the truth is, the Great Pyramid's impossible math isn't just a marvel, it's a mystery that still mocks modern science. At last but not least, this is the Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral, and it's one of the weirdest maps ever discovered. Why? Because it shows things it shouldn't. It accurately maps parts of South America's east coast and even shows Antarctica, centuries before it was officially discovered in 1820. But here's the kicker. The map shows Antarctica's coastline without ice, something we didn't even confirm until 20th century seismic scans. So how did a map from the early 1500s know what the continent looked like under the ice? The map was created by Piri Reis using ancient sources, possibly dating back to Alexander the Great or even earlier. He even wrote on the map that some of his information came from maps rescued from the time of the ancients. Was there a long-lost civilization with advanced knowledge of geography? Or are we underestimating ancient sailors and explorers? Some claim the Piri Reis map is proof of a forgotten global seafaring civilization. Others say it's just coincidence or clever guesswork. But here's the thing. Parts of this map are shockingly accurate, and others completely wrong. So is the Piri Reis map just a misunderstood relic, or a clue that history is hiding a huge secret? Either way, one thing's for sure. This is the map that shouldn't exist. Ancient knowledge, forgotten history, or just one big mystery.